2-on-1 on the shooter.
And the shot, stand up, Tukahakwe.
E te iwi nau mai ki tā tātou papa hotanga mataora atu i ngā purapura e te Wānanga o Raukawa. Welcome to the 8th edition of Te Wānanga o Raukawa hosted ANZ Premiership Pre-Season Poi Tarawhiti Tournament in Ōtaki. Nau mai ki te kemu tuarua o te rā I wanga I te kapa Steel me te kapa Stars. Ko Bridget Tunnicliffe aho. With me on the commentary desk is Cruz Tangira. Tēnā koe.
Tēnā koe hoa, rau e tō reo Māori I tēnei atanei hoi anō e whakariti anō mo tēnei pakanga nui e tū mai nei.
And it's the first glimpse we get at the Steel, first game of this pre-season tournament, and we did catch up with the coaches beforehand. Let's listen to Wendy Frew.
Wens, thank you so much for your time. Your first pre-season game of 2026. What's one focus that you're looking for in this game this morning?
I think we're just focusing about ourselves and what we can control out there. The girls are really excited and it's really cool to come up against the ANZ competition.
And as mentioned, Kate Heffernan, she's gone to the Thunderbirds. What's your, I guess, goal, or what can we see from this midcourt in 2026?
Yeah, Kate's a big loss for us, but we are pleased that, you know, she's going to live her dream over there and she'll do really well. But in terms of our midcourt, I think it's a really exciting, fresh midcourt, and it's nice to add Kimmy's sister Ash in the picture and get her first time contract. And yeah, Serena and Kimmy, pretty exciting attacking line.
And finally, your new assistant coach, Jess Whitford. How's that combination building?
Yeah, really good. She's obviously come from Australia. She's got a lot of experience from there. So it's cool to bring that Australian style into it. And they've been playing the two-point game for a long time. So nice to have a bit of flair around that too.
We can't wait to see you guys this morning. Enjoy the game.
Thank you.
Now let's hear from Stars coach Temepara Bailey.
Temepara, thank you for your time. A close match last night, losing by 3. I guess what would you like to see different in this game?
Yeah, I just think it's the consistency. I think when opposition, and I think this is what the tournament's about, when the opposition gets a run on you, how do we react? What's our go-to behaviour? So it was really good to expose that and for the girls to feel that. So consistency, doing a lot more in zero phase, I think, attack and defence. And our comms was pretty low yesterday. Usually we're quite high in that comms area. So yeah, want to see a bit of that today.
Are you enjoying the combination between the likes of Mila Riella Buchanan and Claire O'Brien? It's very dynamic, very fast, very quick in that attacking end. What else would you like to see from them?
Yeah, I'm loving that combination, and the more time they get together, they expose areas that they haven't been able to do. Both of them are super fit. I'd like to see them work together a lot more. I think they could run the netball game for 70 minutes out there, but I'd love to see them to conserve the energy and have a look at that placement on the pass.
Hopefully we see that in today's game against the Steel. Enjoy it.
Thank you, Cruz. Appreciate it.
And the Steel getting us underway. Kimiora Poi in centre there.
A few new faces for the Steel outfit, as mentioned by the head coach Wendy Frew, Jess Milne in that goal defence for that side. Ashley Poi, the sister of Kimiora Poi, in that, well, she's on the bench, but potentially we'll see her in the midcourt. Josie Bingham, goal attack for the Steel. Great to see those imports coming over from Australia.
Yeah, nice take from Dunn on the baseline. Yeah, new rule this for this season. The limit has gone up to 2 import players per team, and the Steel have really made the most of it. Josie Bingham and Jess Milne, both from Australia.
So a close loss last night for the Stars when they came up against the Pulse. 61-58 to the Pulse. Great drive there by McRae in at wing defence for the Steel. Another new face in this outfit.
Yeah, a few training partners like McRae getting an opportunity at this tournament. Claire O'Brien making the move to the Stars this season after 2 seasons at the Magic. Really Buchanan launching it into Wormsley. Just a bit much.
Oh, great vision there by Poi. Exactly what we expect from her.
Great take from Dunn. It probably wasn't quite high enough.
Well, very smart of Dunn just to flick the ball to herself so she could get it cleanly.
So this game is 48 minutes, 12 minutes per quarter, and the 2-point shot will come into play in the last 4 minutes of each quarter. Boy.
Already you have to admire the speed of the steal down this attacking end.
Yeah, Serena Dona Kamakama very nippy at wing attack. Having to go back transverse line. Salmon. New to the Stars as well, as is her shooting partner, Amelia Walmsley. Boy, recently named captain of the Steel. She shared captaincy duties with Kate Heffernan last year.
Good pressure there by Burley, forcing that ball out wide.
O'Brien launches it to Salmon and the quick release into Walmsley.
Well, better transition as well down the court. Easy little dish off there by Salmon into Walmsley.
Kara Stice really thrived when she moved to the Steel last year. Led to a Silver Ferns call-up. Really Buchanan fires it into Walmsley. Now to Salmon.
So it's all even, 3 each. Well, she was going to launch it, wasn't she? But chose the smarter option, the closer option.
Josie Bingham, she's the Australian import player. Good rebound from Amy Landringham. She is the Australian import for the Stars. Really Buchanan finds Walmsley, nice vision.
Well, Timi Pata Bailey just speaking about the fact that she wants more connection between Really Buchanan and O'Brien.
Just didn't connect on that occasion. Opportunity for the Steel.
Again, look at that speed.
Oh, beautiful roll from Dunn to finish that transition.
Well, that's what she brings really to this attacking end for the Steel. She is so smart in her ability to change the angle at the last minute. Like that, beautiful roll.
Just making an appearance when the feeder needed it. That's the beauty of O'Brien. She just releases it so quickly.
Well, and utilising the opportunity that the defender is standing down outside the circle, just making the most of that open space.
Stars wing defence, Abby Ledger, training partner.
Nice screen there by Bingham. Doesn't want to look at the post.
Oh, that was amazing by Ledger, but she just couldn't control it to a teammate. O'Brien finds Walmsley. Jessica Milne in the goal defence bib for the Steel, Australian import. Dona Kamakama having to go backwards.
Ooh. Bit of a contact in the air, but she's up, she's running. That's how strong Kimiota Poi is. Have a look at this, just gets clipped by Landrigan coming through.
Really, Buchanan punches forward, finds Walmsley on the base.
It's really good weight on that pass as well. It just sat in there enough just to drop on top of Walmsley.
O'Brien finds Salmon in again.
So the Stars leading by 2, 8-6 as we head into the first super shot period of this game.
Dona Kamakama finds Bingham.
Should get another attempt, Bingham.
Yeah, it's the finish he wants. Bingham was training partner at the Giants last year in the Australian League.
Oh, Claire O'Brien. Direct route to Walmsley, right under the post. Oh, she can't quite sink it, but they'll get another opportunity. Beautiful vision there. Have a look at this, right down the middle.
Dona Kamakama 1 foot into the pocket. Down low for Bingham. Nicely done.
Claire O'Brien, she's been strong off that centre pass. And that's what happens when you get that first, second phase very easy, right down the middle.
Done outside. Point into the pocket, nice setup from Bingham. She rolled forward for that ball.
Well, she did a really good job just before rolling to bring Kate Burley high. Gave herself all the space on the baseline.
Dona Kamakama to Dunn, who's coming out quite regularly.
Yeah, you can kind of feel like that's a set play there by the Steel. One thing Temi Pata-Bailey spoke about in her interview was the fact that it was very quiet out on court. There weren't a lot of comms. You can already see the difference now in this game for the Stars, or at least hear the difference. Dunn for the 2. Oh, she gets her own rebound.
Yeah, great follow through.
Yeah, shooting 101. If you're going to shoot, follow through with a rebound. Exactly like that. Oh, McRae got a hand to the ball.
Strong punch forward from Salmon. Great rotation of the circle between these two star shooters.
Again, there you go, Alia Dunn coming out for that second phase. Beautiful pop there by Bingham.
Yeah, strong driving, Dona Kamakama, and she finds Dunn on the baseline.
utilising the speed of the ball. The attacking end for the steal. Last 10 seconds left. Direct route into Salmon.
And it is the Stars at the end of that first quarter leading 13-11. We'll be back for second quarter action shortly.
Start your journey in Te Reo Māori with Huia Te Reo. Experience a holistic approach to well-being with whakapiki Māori, or become a māngai for your whānau through tūwhai kōrero and karanga. 16 to 20 week online courses. Enroll now for a July start.
Do you think the other sports kind of touch a little bit of like thank you for
Big time. We're going to talk about that.
Man, the skill set that we have is getting contracted now for top tier money.
It's still fully user pays.
There's a lot of people that have transferred from touch. A lot of them are the superstars of those codes, eh?
When is it going to get the credit that it deserves?
It could be an Olympic sport and it should get a lot more recognition.
I've always credited touch for those skills. It needs a bit more love.
The People's Game, streaming now ki Māori Plus.
This is rhythm and legacy. This is harmony and haka. This is our culture on the home stage, loud and proud. Watch all 13 2026 Kapahaka Regionals, streaming live ki Māori Plus me whakaata Māori.
Hey, Stefano, look who's in the house.
From the park to the city, from up the coast to down south, stories told our way.
How can you not be amped about that?
Sharp as a tack,
You're the mana mancha.
deep as an ocean. Ahakoa kei hea koe, kei reira a Māori Plus.
Hey,
Quick scroll, one tap, ka mau, kua uru mai koe. Pause it, rewind it, play that part again, turn it up. This is Māori Plus.
Get ready with me.
Tō mātou reo.
Kau te manoarere, kau.
Tō mātou puku hohe.
So what up, eggplant emojis there, matua?
Ooh, aroha mai, babe.
Tō mātou tiroha. Watch it when it suits you, how it suits you.
What? I know.
Stream it, cast it, carry it with you. Download Māori Plus on your devices. Whakapiripiri mai, whakatatatata mai rā. Kia Māori te tipua te tamaiti I tōna tai ao Māori. Te huinga te tini, me te manu, te kaupapa ahuri. E te iwi, nau mai ki te whakataetai ASP Polyfest 2026. Ki Māori Plus, me whakaata Māori.
Hoki mai ki te hauwha tuarua. It is the Stars leading the Steel 13-11 and Cruz, a lot of fluidity on attack from the Stars team.
Yeah, certainly done it attacking in for the Stars at connection as we spoke about between O'Brien and Rioli Buchanan. Very strong for the Stars, but also like equally down that attacking in for the Steel. I think Alia Dunn's doing a fantastic job on her defender. So really a good matchup right throughout the court. Nothing in it, just 2 points. 13-11 to the Stars. The final game for the Stars here at Te Wānanga Raukawa. The Steel play this afternoon. Then they also play tomorrow as well.
Yeah, we have seen a few error-ridden games, but so far this is a tidy start from both sides, and Poi gets us underway for the Steel.
Georgia Heffernan on at goal attack, replacing Josie Bingham.
Dona Kamakama gets it to Heffernan. Stars win the rebound.
Oh, just not place right, that pass way behind Landrigan.
So the two defenders back on Dunn. Now they're split apart. Dunn so safe under the post. O'Brien in the pocket, fires it into Wormsley.
Well, there's that speed you spoke about, Bridget. It was 3 passes and straight into Wormsley.
Boy fires it down to Dunn.
Massive swing across the circle there by the steal, and she does the work on the baseline. Alia Dunn just sneaking past her defender. Boy, she hits the ground for the 2nd time in this game.
Oh yeah, just off the hip. She puts all her power behind it, O'Brien. Heffernan going back. Oh, great defensive work on the 3-foot guard from Really Buchanan. O'Brien goes through the middle.
Well, you have to say that all momentum is with the Stars at the moment. Can't put a foot wrong. Whoa, big pass.
Oh, that was, I just don't think that came off her fingertips.
Well, I think that was going to Wellington, not to her play in the circle.
Zone a Kamakama to Heffernan. Hesitation. Toys there to help out. Nice double play with Dunn.
Well, it came off that time, but you just feel like the defensive end for the Stars have picked it up a notch. Good positioning there by Dona Kamakama. Strong take by Dunn.
Salmon, pop ball to Wormsley.
But Monrona Noa all over that.
Yeah, Monrona Noa, a bit of a breakout season last year. She headed down to the Steelers injury cover and she took her opportunity. She became a fully contracted player, back down there again.
Of course, coming from the Auckland region, actually played for the Stars a few times.
Yeah. Oh, she was alone, but that pass just needed to be a bullet.
Yeah, there was not enough kaha on that pass.
No. O'Brien.
Meanwhile, kaha katoa o te kapa whetū. As we have our first team timeout of this game. Called by the Stars. Have a look at this feed by Riley Buchanan. Just the weight behind it, the precision. Likewise, Claire O'Brien connecting nicely, these two. You just get the feel, Bridget, that as the season progresses, this connection between these two midquarters will just get stronger and stronger.
Yeah, absolutely. And they're sort of a double-barrel threat, aren't they? Both nippy, both with a lot of vision, had the finesse on those passes.
And also both can play centre wing attack. They can switch between those two roles. We see Riley Buchanan at the kind of domestic level play more of a centre role, but in the international level, she obviously plays more a wing attack role in the Silver Ferns.
And the Stars are still to welcome back Greer Sinclair, who is just finishing rehab on that knee. Simone Nathan and Lily Tokun Duadua as well. Very much an Aussie flavour to the Steel team this year, with 2 Australian imports, and also their assistant coach, Jess Whitford, has come over from Australia.
So really Buchanan to get us underway. Stars leading by 3, 18-15.
Salmon having to go lateral.
Oh, Dona,
steal.
come on. Beautiful intercept, just shut down that space immediately. She picked up the driver from the Stars.
Good defence here, though, from the Stars, who's determined to slow it down. Oh, clever little pop pass to Heffernan.
Have a look at this. She saw that Rilla Buchanan was coming through the middle, just shut that space down.
Georgia Heffernan was impressive in the back end of the Silver Ferns international window last year.
Well, there were a lot of questions around that goal attack role, given the fact that Emilia Ekanasio didn't make herself available, but certainly as Kanye Lee Mamarinanoa gets a beautiful intercept, but Georgia Heffernan stepped up to the plate in the international series.
Yeah, I think out of all the goal attacks, she's the one that gave me the most confidence.
So the opportunity to level up the game, or even up the game, should I say, from the Steel, and they have 6 minutes left in this quarter.
Just a reminder, 12-minute quarters for this game, and the super short phase comes in for the last 4 minutes of each quarter.
Yeah, over a third there. Unfortunately, just not touched in that goal third by the Stars.
Yeah, excellent pressure from Dona Kamakama.
Great pop. Patience as well by Poi.
Andrew Ging.
Look at that pass and cut there by O'Brien. The speed, as was spoken about in this game. Oh,
yeah, great work. The tip and collect from Kara Stith.
what she's known for.
Not sure who that was meant for, but the Stars have won it. But that's a replay ball. Oh, I think Dunn was imagining that Heffernan was driving in for that.
Well, they've had 2 opportunities in a row to score off turnover ball. Haven't taken either one of them.
O'Brien coming out high. Nice work,
yeah.
Munro Nanoa. Great flight on that pass.
Near to Tirohanga, Maia, Claire O'Brien, the vision from Claire O'Brien. Just the perfect placement off that pass.
Oh, she was teetering. Yeah, she just tried to make what she could of that, but it's back with the Stars.
Team timeout for the Steel.
Yeah, we are into the super shot period, so it'll be interesting to see what tactics these teams adopt.
Well, we've seen all 5 teams now, Bridget, and based off your observation from what you've seen of the teams, anyone kind of standing out for you as before we head into the ANZ Premiership? Obviously last night we had results that probably didn't go the way we expected, with the Tactics beating the Mystics and the Pulse beating the Stars. But yes, now that we've seen all 5 teams, who's kind of standing out for you at the moment?
I'm loving loving the Tactics defensive end. Yeah, really impressed with all the players, including the training partners that stepped onto court for the Tactics, and the mid-court as well, with Holly Mather in the middle. And I think the Tactics shooting end improved in that second match this morning when they beat the Magic. Stars are the other team, I'd say. I mean, Claire O'Brien has just been on fire.
Sensational.
And, yeah, the rotation that's happening between Martina Salmon and Amelia Walmsley is pretty sensational.
I'm also, yeah, there's just so much, I guess, pockets of brilliance within each team. I think the thing for me is that whoever can be the most consistent throughout the ANZ Premiership more than likely will reach the final series.
Yeah, looking forward to get another look at the Mystics. I don't think that they were at their best last night. They certainly woke up in that final quarter and nearly won that game, but we'll get another chance to see them, and Stars get us underway. Oh, clever hairpin pass to Walmsley.
So Stars take the lead by 2, 21-19. Heavy landing there by Milne, but she gets it back in. Alia Dunn.
Munro Nonoa driving hard to help bring that ball down the court. So strong on the baseline, Dunn. Just didn't connect that time for the Stars. Steele with the throw-in.
Oh, and they get the turnover. Yes, great job. Great pressure from the Steel. But it's what they can do to convert. And Marina Noor doing a ton of work of bringing that ball through.
Toy finds Heffernan. Donna Kamakama on her own.
Big swing to the pocket. Will she go for the 2? Yes, she will. And it's successful. First one of the game from Georgia Heffernan.
O'Brien, the quick release into Walmsley.
Salmon will go for the 2 as well. Makes it count.
Donna Kamakama, 1 foot, finds Poi just in time. Yeah, quick turn, sighting of Dunn. Oh, yeah, she had a crack at it, Stith.
Well, that's what you want to. Even if you don't get it, you kind of put doubt into the minds of your opposition.
Heffernan going backwards. Oh, they've lost it, the Steel. Yeah, free pass into Walmsley.
So they'll get one more opportunity, the Stars. Oh, she hits the sideline, or the floor, should I say. Salmon for 2.
And she beat the buzzer. What did the umpire say?
And it counts as well.
What a finish from the Stars to nail that just on the buzzer. And it is the Stars who have taken the lead 27-24. And we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back for second half action in a few minutes.
Start your journey in Te Reo Māori with Huia Te Reo. Experience a holistic approach to well-being with whakapiki Māori, or become a māngai for your whānau through tūwhai kōrero and karanga. 16 to 20 week online courses. Enroll now for a July start.
All good.
Oh, morena.
I only had 6 pieces. Did you eat all the cereal?
Kau, e waiho e tahu mau.
That baby's like 6 pieces, man.
Anei, whitu, what, the same age as you.
So he gave me 2 more and he said, that's your age.
That's good for you.
Well, you're not like 100 pieces old.
There wasn't 100 pieces though. Because I'm bigger.
So, just because you're bigger doesn't mean you eat more. Mom, Uncle ate all the
Hey, hold on. Wait a minute. Just calm down. Shh. What are you doing? Just, let's cut a deal, eh? Here.
No, I want half. Half.
Kau.
MĀORI koe.
Kau.
MΑORI koe.
Kau. 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 Hey, bring the milk back out.
I told you what I want, so what you gonna give me?
Chris, ke te au koe. What are you doing?
So I grabbed the milk, I ran away.
Bring the milk back out. Fuck.
Half, I said half.
I'll give you one more bit and that's it. That's all I'm giving you.
Okay, you asked for it.
Cole, Chris, what are you doing?
No.
Hey, don't bring the milk back. You're wasting it all. What are you doing? Don't tip the milk out.
She didn't share, so I grabbed the milk and put it down the drain.
Yeah, that was a waste of milk though. And then we didn't end up getting any milk with our Nutrigrain.
I don't care.
What is all the racket in here? What are you doing? You Hana.
He gave me half of it.
She poured all the milk out and she tipped all the stuff all over the table, all the cereal.
Get to the tepu now. Heidi, go. Walk. Move.
Ah, that man-child, I swear. He's my brother, but you would think he was another one of my children. Geez, arguing with an 8-year-old girl. Hey, kia tau. Be still, calm down, relax. Oh.
Tell me what's going on. How te raru?
He didn't really help the cereal.
I'll give her 6 pieces and take the milk away.
Really? That's all this is about. Tati! That's all this is about. Really? You want half? Here, take this spoon. God. I've got to go to work and I have to deal with this stuff. Seriously? My goodness.
Back in my days, it would have been much worse. Ko e kōrero pēnā, don't talk like that. Would have been starved. I would have had to watch my mother feed my breakfast to the pigs.
I work 9 to 5. Come home all day for this. There you go. Beautiful delicacy. Eat. Come here, my mate.
But Mom, this has got water in it.
Water.
Yum. Now I don't want to hear anything further from either of you. Reka.
It wasn't sharing the cereal.
Oh, hey, consequences of your actions. With every action, there's a reaction. And that's the reaction. Now eat your soup.
All good.
shot. Stand up. Chukahapwe.
No mai hoki mai to the second game of the day. We're at half-time and the Stars are leading the Steel 27-24. And Cruz, I would say for pre-season, the quality from both teams has been quite promising.
E whakai ana katoa I a koe, I certainly agree with you, Bridget. The speed specifically down both the attacking ends. We spoke about the connection between the likes of Claire O'Brien and Mila Uriola Buchanan, but also equally down the other end, Alia Dunn and her shooting partner in that goal attack position has been impressive. Really, it's whoever can stay consistent in the final half of this game probably will come away with the win, but there really is nothing in it at the moment.
Yeah, both shooting ends have been impressive. The Steel defenders, Kara Stith and Jessica Milne, the new import player, will be hoping to maybe tighten things up on Salmon and Walmsley, hoping to win a little bit more ball. But other than that, there's really not much difference between the two sides as we see them warming up again for second half action.
Yeah, I do like what Mamnari Nanoa is doing in that goal defence position for the Steel, despite her stature and being a little bit shorter than Walmsley and Salmon. I think the work that she's doing on the ground and just connecting a little bit tighter with Kara Stith was fantastic in that second quarter. But they do have McRae moving to goal defence, so again another option there for the Steel.
And Kei Wareware, don't forget we've got a couple of games this afternoon. Centre pass at 4:30. We'll see the Mystics play the Pulse. And centre pass at 6:30. It's Magic Steel.
Well, we've said her name time and time again, but one person that has been impressive for the Steel is experienced shooter Alia Dunn. Bridget, just her ability, her nous, the work that she's doing with her feet, the connection, just second to none out there this afternoon.
Yeah, she is so strong on that baseline and just her repositioning. And if a ball isn't quite spot on, we quite often see her manage to grab it because her hands are so strong.
Well, and certainly that strength comes from her basketball background as well. Very prolific basketball player and utilises those skills in her netball game too. A player, a face that's been around for a while, but it feels like each year that she comes back, she just gets better and better.
Yeah, and last year she really returned home when she went back to the Steel. She was a fringe Steel player, I guess you could say, in 2017. Then she went to the Pulse for 5 years and won 3 titles with them. Then a couple of seasons at the Tactics, and now back home in the Steel colours. So she's been around for a long time.
You can see there in the goal attack position for the Steel, Ella Southby. Her sister gracing the court, no pun intended, Grace Southby for the Pulse last night.
Yeah, training partner is Ella, training partner for the Steel. Her sister Grace, a training partner for the Pulse. And Ella Southby was one of those players who attended the Youth World Cup in Gibraltar last year, and she did that after coming back from a terrible knee injury a year prior. So I think she was really thrilled to make that team, and she was rewarded with her hard work and rehabbing from that injury.
And really a family of shooters, aren't they? Of course, Grace is a shooter, her mum Janine Southby was a shooter, her auntie Jodie Brown is a shooter. So she's been, I guess, looked after or certainly well taught from some pretty prolific shooters within the netball world here in Aotearoa. Of course, yes, Renee Savaina there on your screen in the left, wearing the Steel jumper or Steel jacket, should I say, not playing this weekend. Well, not playing at the moment due to injury or just precaution, but certainly experience that they will utilise in the upcoming ANZ Premiership season.
Yes, this is Savainea's 6th season with the Steel. So, yeah, she had a couple of seasons with the Pulse. She is a Wellington girl, but yeah, she certainly sort of owned that wing defence position for a few seasons down at the Steel. Ashley Poi is a new face in the Steel this year, making her ANZ Premiership debut. Of course, is the sister of Kimiora Poi. Looks like she's got the centre bib on.
Play very similar as well in terms of their style. I'm looking forward to, well, hopefully see them connect out on court either this weekend or within the season. A massive year for netball as well, of course, the Commonwealth Games in July. So these players utilising the ANZ Premiership as kind of a trial-like scenario in order to hopefully make the Silver Ferns and head off to the Commonwealth Games later this year.
Yeah, I think Claire O'Brien has...
I would agree.
Yeah.
Yep, certainly put her hand up this weekend.
Yeah, so far, yeah. O'Brien made her Silver Ferns debut in 2024, and she was good. I remember her being really good at wing attack, but she missed out on making the squad last year. And we saw Maddie Gordon play wing attack for New Zealand. We saw Peter Tuiava.
Mila Worley Buchanan.
Yeah, Poi, I think, might have had a little bit of time there.
And don't forget the 7 players that are playing in Australia as well. They are also eligible, or certainly putting their hands up to play for, well, majority are, to play for the Silver Ferns this year. Kind of feels like the crops of players is growing strongly at the moment. There was a point in time where, you know, it was a little bit shaky. We weren't sure if we would have enough strong options, but it feels like right across the court there's some really solid options for the Silver Ferns.
Yeah, definitely. And I still think the ANZ Premiership is a very good competition.
So the Steel get us underway as they lead in this game by 3, 24 to the Stars 27. A much more moving circle for the Steel side. Georgia Heffernan in at goal shoot. As we mentioned, Ella Southby goal attack. And Ava Silla coming on at goalkeeper for the Stars. Beautiful vision there by Ashley Poi.
Crystal Mardor on a goal attack for the Stars. Mardor finding Wormsley. She was on 1 foot, so she wasn't in a good position for a pinpoint pass.
Great vision. Again, Dona Kamakama and the speed to find the circle edge. She was halfway up the court and she still managed to get that second pass on the circle edge. Great finish by Southby. So starting strong are the Steel. Oh, massive there by Ava Silla. Wasn't given an inch on Dona Kamakama.
Burley on her own in the circle. Southby will provide the screen, and that should go into Heffernan. Nicely finished.
So it's all even. The Steel close down that deficit, 27 apiece. Oh, Cara Stith. Well, she gets a tip, but she can't quite clean up.
Really Buchanan goes to her fellow feeder.
Nice rotation there by Maro, coming across, sweeping the top of the circle.
Southby fires it down to Heffernan. Dona Kamakama finds Heffernan.
Oh, the smarts there by Heffernan, just inching herself ever so closely to the post, using her body to shield that ball.
Now good defensive work, Dona Kamakama. Stars hold on to it. So Tutu fires it down to the wing, but it's gobbled up by Kara Stith.
Well, very similar shooting style to her sister, just a high flick as we see Kara Stith coming out. Eyes all for the ball as the Steel take the lead by 1. Big feed into Heffernan, and it's accurate. So,
that was pinpoint.
Yeah, all the energy, all the momentum going the way of the Steel in this third quarter.
O'Brien fires it to Riley Buchanan. Maro on 2 minds. Nice work.
Yeah.
Stepping.
Yeah, it looked like it as well. Again, Dona Kamakama through the middle, just that whole transition. Right down that middle channel.
Yeah,
and
that was textbook from the Steel. Dona Kamakama fires it down to South B.
Well, for me, it feels like the Stars are getting so lost with the speed of this Steel outfit.
They are just a step behind. Walmsley outside. O'Brien hits the top of the circle into the gut of Maro.
Yeah, timeout here for the Stars, and probably caught at the right time as things were just shifting in favour of the opposition. Let's have a look at the tenacious defence of the Steel this afternoon and just how strong they've been. Monroe Noa, Kara Stith leading by example, Bridget.
Yeah, obviously Kara Stith has got that height, but like you were saying earlier, I've been impressed with Monroe Noa as well. She's playing low to the ground, but she's just making life really difficult for the goal attacks.
Well, I think it took them a while to kind of find their feet, find the connection, but certainly in the latter stages of this game, stepped it up a notch. And really it's a whole unit defensive pressure that's causing these turnovers right from the wing defence to the centre, utilising that space marking just to close down those easier options and getting the ball lifted from the Stars. As their defensive coach, Liana DeBrain, just giving a bit of constructive feedback to her side. Perhaps a change in tactics down the defensive end for the Stars, just to slow down that pace, slow down the speed.
Yeah, Serena Dona Kamakama wing attack for the Steel has certainly been finding some space down at their attacking end.
So the Steel will start us off this timeout. Ashley Ploy with the centre pass.
Monroe Noa finds Poi. Yeah, so effective when Southby just pops forward like that and into safe hands of Heffernan. O'Brien, quick release into Walmsley.
Better phase of play there by the Stars too. Oh, very good hands. Great challenge there by Silla, just getting a hand to ball.
Dona Kamakama finds South B.
Big shot here for South B. Beautiful finish there by South B.
O'Brien fires it into Wormsley. She saw she was alone.
Yeah, great use of the fake as well by O'Brien. Have a look at this. Pretends to go to that pocket straight down the centre channel. Far too easy there for the steal, though. Whatever you can do, I can do better. 2 passes and straight into Heffernan.
Maro does a full 360. Oh, great defensive work. Sotutu.
Good hand there by Dona Kamakama, but Silla, she's all over it. And the offside call on Poi.
Really Buchanan fires it in. She had very little room at the baseline there, Wormsley. They'll still hold on to it, the Stars.
Oh, Monroe, you could hear it from O'Brien as soon as she let that ball go.
And they win it back via Sotutu.
So the Stars are just taking their defense pressure to the steal as O'Brien has another beautiful shoulder release into Wormsley.
Yeah, Stars just within 1. South B looks at the post straight away, nails it.
Well, the interchange between Southby and Heffernan as well, doing a really good job of just kind of switching roles. Southby will go back and play the goal shoot position, and then Heffernan coming out for that more goal attack role.
O'Brien, oh, just a misunderstanding. It's tidied up by Stife. Steele have an opportunity. Poi hits circle edge.
For 2, Southby on the 1 foot as well. Makes it look easy.
Yeah, beautifully done. You know, her front foot was in the 1 point zone, but then she rocked back and she nailed the 2. I think, yeah, the umpire count that as 2. Heffernan.
Again, the speed, and you heard Amelia Wormsley just say that's too easy, and it looks easy for the steal.
Oh, just through the hands of really Buchanan, maybe too fast that time.
Well, and really behind Buchanan rather than in front of her into the space. Oh. Yeah, replay ball there on Monroe Noa, so the Stars will get an opportunity to just settle and put some points on the board.
Maro in the 2 point zone. She goes for it, just out the back.
So cleaned up by Stife.
Poi. Heffernan goes out.
She'll go for the 2. Oh, pretty to watch, Georgia Heffernan.
Yeah, Steele really benefiting from this super shot period. They already had the momentum their way. Just clarifying who has centre pass.
Again, the work there by Dona Kamakama, utilising the feet. Clear the player Southby for 2. Well, all the confidence in the world at the moment. And why not when you're shooting like that? Ella Southby, Georgia Heffernan.
Still streaking away here. The Stars now need to think about putting up a 2-point shot. Really Buchanan finds Mārua.
Good switching there by Scythe and McRae, but they find Wormsley. Just go for the one.
Munro Nanoa reset, finds it into Poi. Immediately goes to Georgia Heffernan on the baseline. Really Buchanan with the lob over to Wormsley. Go for the safety of one. And what a quarter from the Steel. They are now leading the Stars 44-36. We're going to take a quick break and be back for the final quarter.
Start your journey in Te Reo Māori with Huia Te Reo. Experience a holistic approach to well-being with whakapiki Māori, or become a māngai for your whānau through tūwhai kōrero and karanga. 16 to 20 week online courses. Enroll now for a July start.
Hey, Stefano, look who's in the house.
From the park to the city, stories told our way. Quick scroll, one tap, ka mau kua uru mai koe.
Hey, tēnā koe.
Tō mātou reo.
Kia te MāORI, te MāORI, kia.
Tō mātou puku hohe.
So what up, eggplant emojis there, my
Tō mātou tirohanga. Stream it, cast it, carry it with you. Download MāORI Plus on your devices. Te hui ngā te tini, me te mana, kaupapa ahuri. Whakapiripiri mai, whakatatatata mai rā. ASB Polyfest 2026. Ki Māori Plus, me whakaata Māori.
This is rhythm and legacy. This is harmony and haka. This is our culture on the home stage, loud and proud. Watch all 13 2026 Kapahaka Regionals, streaming live ki Māori Plus, me whakaata Māori.
Hai au tia.
Ko tahi atu. Me haro. Hey!
Tahi, rua, toru.
Kuina ke te tāhi. E whakapono ana hau, ma angi hei tohu te ao. Me haro! Ka rawe! Ki te mahi tahi mātau, ka tēnā. Te tika, pakātu mai tō tāna. Mahi tika ana.
Local drama, international drama, the best of Indigenous talents, drama queens,
Just wake up, sis.
and epic scenes, fiction-laced,
You shouldn't have done that.
or reality-based, award-winning, riveting. If you go looking for drama, let it find you right here, this year. Ki Māori Plus, me whakaata Māori.
No mai hoki mai ki te hauwha whakamutunga, and what a third quarter from the Steel. They were trailing by 3 at half time, but they are leading the Stars by 8, 44-36. And Cruz, the fluidity on attack has been really impressive. And by the time they got to that super shot period, they had so much confidence, they were backing themselves, and they nailed 2 or 3 in that super shot zone as well.
Well, they scored 20 goals in that quarter compared to the Stars 9. And you could see, as you mentioned, just the fluidity, the connection, the speed down at attacking end as Ashley Poi gets us underway, and she's connecting with her sister in that wing attack. Josie Bingham coming back on at goal attack. Ella Southby goal shoot for the steal. So a very short mobile shooting circle. Jess Milne goal keep for the steal. And McRae moves back to wing defence.
Bingham's going mid-range, off the back, Burley with the rebound. Good defensive work, steal.
Again, the work of Claire O'Brien just to find the circle edge. Perfect feed into Salmon.
Oh, good attacking that ball. Great defensive turnover for the steal.
Yeah, in the hands of Ashley Poi outside. Oh, full stretch there by Bingham. And the swing.
Kamiora Poi with the ball.
Well, just the steal, just trying to find this connection again. When you do have obviously a shorter shooting circle, more work is required to lose the defender like that. Beautiful screen by Bingham.
Yeah, I mean, I think I would have been tempted to keep the Heffernan at goal shoot and Southby at goal attack, but I guess this is a time they just need to experiment.
The whole point of Otaki is to try different combinations. Southby with a long-range shot over Burley, and she's successful. Been impressive in this game.
Burley helping out. O'Brien, oh, that is great defensive work from Ashley Poi. Very Kimiora Poi-like.
Yeah, Kimiora Poi-esque.
Yes.
No surprises there. So Wormsley just gets another point, brings that deficit down. Well, that'll be still throw-in off the foot of Stars. And the pressure as well by the Stars, forcing that held ball. Oh, unfortunately, just a footwork caught there. Oh, no, yeah, massive contact there by Ashley Poi. Really Buchanan, have a look at this. She sets up. Poi going right through her.
Yeah, she'd already stood her ground, really Buchanan. Wormsley. Pops it over to Martina Salmon. Great vision from really Buchanan.
And we've got a team timeout coming for the steal. Have a look at this pass though. Buchanan, what she's known for. Really Buchanan, sorry. Exactly what she's known for.
So, yeah, Steele calling for a timeout as the Stars have pulled back a couple of goals.
Not a lot has to change really for the Stars outfit for the remainder of this game. I'd say they probably can just do a little bit more movement down that shooting end, given the lack of height down there. So you have to do a bit more work. You have to change your angle right at the last minute just to lose a player. You can see Jess Whitford, the new assistant coach for the Steel, just giving clear direction to that attacking end.
Yeah, Liana De Bruin and Temepara Bailey make a very good coaching team at the Stars. Former Silver Ferns teammates. Had to deal with quite a few injuries last year.
So just under 8 minutes left, 6 the difference, still in the lead.
Poi going back over to her sister in the pocket.
Oh, Southby all alone. And the finish too.
Such good temperament. Both the Southby sisters.
Just very calm, aren't they? It looks like nothing is phasing them when they're out on court.
Yeah, quick ball. Milne was caught in no man's land. She's nowhere near the passer, nowhere near the receiver. Bingham fires it to Poi.
Yeah, right down that middle.
Bingham, not the tallest shooter of shooters. Well, nor is Southby, but had the movement and the rotation. Stars turnover. O'Brien. Oh, what great hustle from Jess Milne, the Australian import.
And Kamiota Poi, the beautiful flick pass into Southby. She'll finish that as well. Right from the defensive end to the attacking end. Showing great speed are the Steel.
Oh, that's ambitious. Right into the hands of Jess Milne. Southby fires it into Josie Bingham.
So she needs to just make this one count. She's missed the last few just to give her a bit of confidence.
Amy Landrigan, Stars import. Awkward, but she holds on to it. Really Buchanan. Salmon offloads it.
Well, we're coming into the last 5 minutes of this match. Again, 6 to difference, Steele with the centre pass.
Just past the fingertips of the defender, and Grace Southby makes sure.
Well, really, that's all they need to do is just take each opportunity, score off their centre pass as Wormsley gets it back in. Cleared up, by O'Brien with a beautiful finish.
Poi fires it down the court, but too high for Southby. Wormsley. Top of the circle, O'Brien. She opts for Martina Salmon.
She's been great this game, finding that circle edge. So you get the feeling that this game will come right down to the wire. Salmon for 2. And that's a risk you take if it doesn't land. Oh, bodies flying everywhere at the moment.
Edge of the circle, Poi.
Oh, she was open on the base, South Beat. Oh, I'd get it to South Beat if I was Kamiota Poi or Ashley Poi. She's been accurate this game.
Just going for the 1, steal.
So back out to 6, 3 minutes left, and the centre pass for the steal.
Bingham fires it in. No, that was never going to get to South Beat.
Oh, Milne. Oh, unlucky. She came around the body.
Yeah, I don't think Wormsley had any idea that she was there. Oh, yeah, quick ball work between the two shooters. Stars again. Just taking the conservative path.
So they get it back to 4 now.
Bingham looking for options.
Really, it's the Steel's game to lose. They just need to hold on to it for the final 2 minutes.
Oh, off the foot of Landrigan. She couldn't chase it down. Poi over to Bingham. Clever little bounce pass to Southby. No way the defender's going to get that.
Yeah, strong hold by Southby as well. Definitely need that goal if they want to keep the lead.
Outside, Martina Salmon, edge of the circle. Really Buchanan fires it over to O'Brien.
Look at the work Milne's doing. Oh, she got a tip, but a contact call. You'd have to say Salmon will go for the 2. Well, it was actually on Munro Nanoa. Salmon lines it up. Yeah, great boxing out there by Milne. Had that rebound all covered.
Munro Nanoa, she's going to let it rip into Southby. Why not? Steele, push out that lead again.
Look at that feed there into Southby. Great vision. One final attempt here by the Steel.
Munro Nanoa.
She's done a power of work this afternoon. Certainly bringing that ball down. So 10 seconds left.
Bingham.
For the 2, Bingham. And she makes it count as well. What a way to finish there for the Steel. A strong game for the team in blue, winning that game 54 to the Stars 46. Well, Bridget, really it was those final 2 quarters, the last half of this game, where the Steel just took it up a notch, and it certainly showed down that attacking end. The speed, the precision really killed the defensive end for the Stars.
Yeah, hugely impressive second half from the Steel. Yeah, I think the key was obviously unlocking that attacking end. Yeah, Serena Dona Kamakama was incredibly impressive. And yeah, whether it was Alia Dunn, Georgia Heffernan, Grace Southby or Josie Bingham, they worked together pretty seamlessly, considering some new faces in that side.
Yeah, one new face I was impressed with, certainly Ella Southby. I thought she did a fantastic job of just calming down that attacking end, very smart on her movements as well, and connecting with the likes of Kamiota and Ashley Poi. Well, some good headaches to have for head coach Wendy Fruit. Who do they bring in? Of course, I'm missing the likes of Renee Sava'inaya as well. Alia Dunn wasn't on in that last half, so some, as I mentioned, great headaches to have as the Steel approach the start of the ANZ Premiership.
Yeah, and import player Jessica Milne really came to the fore in that final quarter, and Munro Nonora at goal defence was just dogged throughout that game. And Kei Wareware, please don't forget, 2 more games this afternoon. We will be taking a break for lunch, but we have got centre pass at 4:30. It's the Mystics v Pulse, and at 6:30 it is the Magic Steel, and of course a couple of games tomorrow. And looks like Cruz has the Steel captain with him.
Kimmy, your first pre-season game, a strong win over the Stars. You must be pretty proud of that effort this morning.
Yeah, very proud actually. I think I just spoke in our team huddle just then that it was going to be a bit of a grind at the start, a little bit uncomfortable and ugly, but I'm proud of the girls to just like kind of push through that and rise above it. Yeah, come out with a good score in the end.
I want to talk about the cohesion down that attacking end. You took the likes of Alia Dunn off, but the movement was still there, the speed was still there. A very short shooting circle, but they proved they are so accurate. I guess, what have you been working on in pre-season to kind of bring that flow to the attacking end?
Yeah, I think it's working on obviously not being a one-trick pony and always just having the strong target at the back. And all of our shooters can really shoot from range and also just move it up in the circle. So I think, yeah, we're pretty lucky to have that many.
And finally, just on a personal note for you, obviously got to take the court with your sister, build that connection. How was that for you?
Yeah, pretty cool actually. We've been obviously had a few weeks of pre-season, but to actually get out there and play in a proper game, yeah, pretty cool.
And finally, sorry, what is the improvements that need, if any, for your match this afternoon?
Yeah, always improvements. I guess just that consistency and probably having a better start and trying to get our lead a bit earlier in the game. Yeah.
Awesome. Enjoy the match. We'll see you this afternoon.
Cool. Thank you.
Ngāmihi Cruz, first look at the Steel, and it was a win for them, 54-46 over the Stars. We're going to take a lunch break, but remember, we have got the Mystics Pulse at 4:30. Ka kite.